but Surge has a lot to say about that.
Yeah, in his last 2 King of the Hill appearances, Surge has taken the set in the 3rd game, or the 3rd as the last representative for Liquid, excuse me, taking out Lindsay and Azelis.
And cycle from both players.
It's been Canario taking down the first 2 and Circle taking out the last, so things changing up just a bit.
Icewiz, Tombstone. So far this season, Icewiz and Royal Giant have been linked at the hip.
Yeah, we'll see right now if that comes out again. Was a deck that was very popular last year as well. Slight changes, but kind of like a, you know, there was that Splash Yard variation, and the Royal Giant came in instead of the Graveyard, and everyone was happy.
Dark Prince does get a connection. Lava comes down high and early for Surge.
Bats get NATO'd all together. Nice use of the NATO there by Wings.
And Lava Hound does escape. Lumberjack coming in. This could be a big moment. Poison comes down, very well timed from Wings.
And the Dark Prince is there to catch the Lumberjack. However, the splash damage from the Baby Dragon got, I believe, a hit or 2 in.
That could have been a lot worse, but Wings saw it coming, got the poison down at the exact right time.
So Surge now assessing how that attack just went, what he can do differently. The MVP kind of in that exchange was the Tombstone, staying alive for such a long time and distracting that Lava Hound.
Poison making this feel a lot more like Splash Yard than it does like Royal Giant.
Yep. Flying Machine down. Take out that Baby Dragon. Ice Wizard takes out the Flying Machine, though. That is a very important thing to happen for Wings.
And now 2 Ice Wizards down, so Baby Dragon will take out one of them. The second one will do its job as well. Expect Wings to maybe protect that Ice Wiz. No, decides to go Baby Dragon down low by his King Tower rather than up high.
Dark Prince dropped down to focus all the Lava Pup fire.
And that's a very good defensive sequence for Wings. Has a lot of elixir to deal with this next push.
Yeah, a huge value on that first Baby Dragon. We see finally getting taken out now, but still distracting the Flying Machine while in the poison.
And there's no poison right now. Clone, which we would expect, does not come out in that moment. Too much splash damage available for Wings.
Yeah, and a really nice NATO there. Wings holding that NATO, knowing that if Surge were to be playing Clone, that NATO would have just destroyed his hopes and dreams.
So it does make a challenge. Surge has not just the splash damage of the Baby Dragon and Ice Wiz to deal with, but the poison and the NATO, if he is running Clone, both of those create some real challenges for that moment.
So 3 minutes down, and finally the first Graveyard comes in, and it felt like this was the exact moment it would. That Lumberjack going unchecked in the right lane. Finally a Bar Barrel does come down.
And look at all that damage done on the right-hand side by the Lumberjack.
A big chunk of damage from just a one card, one Lumberjack, 4 elixir, taking that down below 1,300 HP.
And now a big pop on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Surge kind of painting Wings into a corner.
And there we go. Clone finally comes out at this stage, and then look at that. The Baby Dragon turned towards the Lava Hound. The Pups able to help with the Dark Prince and go get on this Baby Dragon as well. NATO has to come out.
Another NATO down. Flying Machine up. Not on tower. Baby Dragon will take care of it with that Ice Wizard.
Final 2 minutes of overtime. Surgical Goblin has taken command of this game.
And this is a single tower situation, or single lowest tower situation. So Wings essentially in a position where he has to take a tower, and he has to do it in the next minute 45.
Graveyard comes down. Baby Dragon there to pick up. Poison in support.
Flying Machine moves right into the poison and then right out. And a raged up Flying Machine actually still stays behind the Lava Hound.
And there you go. Tornado doing a good job taking care of those clone troops.
Yeah, I don't love that NATO, but not the end of the world for Surgical Goblin. Lumberjack still alive. Lumberjack on tower. That is going to be tower down.
Surgical Goblin takes out Wings. Trip to China.
Yeah, getting this win right now for Team Liquid ensures a playoff berth.
And Miner to the back, and that first Archer, and the Miner does go to King Tower. A little fast and loose with the opening play from Baron. You see him look over. Oh boy, all right.
Yep, they get a couple of those trademark coochie-coo goblins. And it does feel a bit like Misfits' entire team is just slightly tilted.
Yeah, that was a little unnecessary. Now you see Rocket gets value on the Prince and the tower.
Miner goes into the tower in the safe spot this time, but damage has already been done with the King Tower activation.
And the Surgical Goblin content to let that Miner just go to town on that right-hand lane.
So we see the very traditional Royal Hogs Mortar Rocket.
And out comes the Mortar, Prince to pick up.
Maybe Skeletons to eat the charge, we'll see. Nope, he just takes it. And he gets a Mortar shot in, so does its job.
Prince does go down.
Little smile from Baron there.
Half of our opening three has gone away, and Surgical Goblin in the lead. Baron with that opening interesting Miner to the back. And this giant snowball activation really was great.
Snowball comes down and clean out the bats.
Ooh, and Skeletons have to come out in support.
And both these guys just a bit relentless with one another today.
Yeah, you see Baron Grimace there again. And Miner goes to the Mortar. Prince goes opposite lane, and Skeletons come to the top to preserve the Rascal Girl.
Yeah, you see that Rascal Boy actually going in the opposite lane because it was aggroed by the Miner. Skeletons played as a safe guard to make sure that Prince did not connect on the right.
And Mortar down, this time a little bit in front of it, so we'll see if he can protect that Mortar a little bit longer, and now Prince does go to the archers. No, Skeletons pick him up.
Yeah. Surgical has been doing a great job at using his Skeletons to their highest ability.
And that Mortar nearly got a shot on tower. Bar Barrel stopped it with just enough time, but those piggies do get on tower as well.
So as we go here into overtime, Surgical Goblin in a commanding lead. Miner going to the safe spot from the King Tower.
Sudden death overtime, and again, Surge just choosing to eat Miner damage, not really worried, would rather take the elixir advantage, and you see Mortar's up again.
Rascals come down just in time. Oh, actually a half second late, so the E-Wiz is on the Mortar.
Poison down, Mortar does not get a shot.
But 3 elixir lead is Surgical Goblin for Liquid trying to close the door on Misfits.
Snowball comes out in an early spot, and now you see the bats come behind. Rascal Girls will help. Royal Hogs get picked up by the Inferno Tower. Skeletons there to help. And that
Inferno
Prince marched all the way back and just got taken out by those Rascal Girls.
Yeah, Rascal Girls on the Inferno now and going to take out the bats. You see the high Mortar in the middle. Prince there to pick up.
And there you go. E-Wiz taken down by the Bar Barrel Mortar combination.
Yeah, Surgical probably getting tired of the dual lane pressure that was coming, so playing that Mortar up high and in the center brings all the units the way he wants. And a big Mortar shot in, 664 remaining. Remember, Rocket does 432. That with the Snowball, Surgical is very close.
E-Wiz comes down, and there you go. See the first Rocket down to 222, and he does have plenty of elixir to deal with this next Prince.
Rascal's down, Miner just a second late, not able to pull the Rascal Boy behind. Easily defended, even with that poison coming down. And now Surgical is just seconds away from clinching playoffs for Team Liquid. He does the BM
wow.
King Tower activation. Headphones off.